Soft glam makeup is one of those looks everyone should know how to do. Also, it's a look that works for multiple occasions: prom, a wedding, going to the club. So let this video be your guide on how to achieve that. Let's get started. Hi friends, welcome. Starting off with foundation from the center of my face going outwards. I'm using a medium coverage foundation because soft glam is still glam, just not smoky eye glam, you know? After brushing on my foundation, I use a stamping motion to ensure I have a blended canvas and no streaks. Don't forget to blend down your neck. Using a color corrector is optional. I have a little bit of darkness under my eyes and I want a complete flawless finish, so that is why I use a little bit of color corrector, but if you don't need it, then skip to concealer. Concealer is the part where you want to apply in areas you wish to brighten or stick out, so under the eyes, bridge of the nose, also areas that need a little bit more love. For example, you have a pimple on your forehead and it still needs a little bit more coverage. This is where you do that. Side note, I love how concealer starts like the filter effect on the face. It's my favorite part. I'm just saying. Time to blend. See how I'm using a tapping motion and not a sweeping motion? That's how you want to blend in your concealer. Going upwards towards the hairline, if you applied concealer above your brow, use a flicking motion, blending towards your forehead. I'm using a stamping motion to blend this part out because it did dry down on me. Notice I'm not sweeping to blend in any of my base products, because if you do, your foundation starts to look like a bad painting job. I've seen it. Okay, let's contour. Placement is going to be anywhere you want to look slimmed down. I apply a lot because I like to look snatched. And peep the jawline. Again, with the tap, tap, tap going upwards. Pro tip, if you ever mess up and apply your contour on your cheeks too low, use your foundation brush with a little bit of product, blend in the foundation on the bottom half of your cheek, and it's like it never happened and your face doesn't look dragged down. You'll see me do it on myself in a little bit here. Cleaning up the sides of my nose contour with my concealer brush. When blending your contour on the bottom of your chin, it doesn't have to be necessarily perfect. Just blend it, set it, and you're good to go. This is where I'm cleaning up that contour on my cheek. Using a damp beauty blender, I did apply a little more concealer under my eyes. If you guys want me to list products below, let me know. Now I'm spot blending where I need to. A flawless base when doing your makeup is everything. That's why it's the longest step. Okay, friend, let's set in place all of our hard work we just did. I'm using a colored setting powder. If you are a beginner, use a translucent powder that works on every skin tone. Okay, to set in your contour, you can use a bronzer. I am using a darker blush because I have not found a bronzer that works for my skin tone. If you have a bronzer that works for you, apply it at this point to add warmth to the skin. Time to glow and shine. Isn't this palette so pretty? What are we doing? Tap, tap, tap. Yes, exactly. I'm also doing a C shape going up towards the temples of my forehead. Blush is going to be placed right in the middle of your highlight and contour. If you're unsure, place your blush higher because it'll look a lot better than placing it lower. Upwards always and on the apples of my cheeks. Let's set that yummy skin in place and move on to eyes. Gel your brows in place and fill in where you need to. If you don't have much brow hair to work with, fill in and then gel down. Primer eyelids, primer eyelids, primer eyelids. Face primer, not necessary. Eyeshadow primer, immediately. Using my concealer brush, I'm going to blend out the edges. I'm using a brightening powder under my eyes to bake while I do my eyeshadow. Notice I didn't use that much. We want to achieve a soft glam, not a cakey glam, you know. Using too much setting powder under the eyes can enhance crease lines. 4 eyeshadow colors is all we need. Start with a light matte shade. This one here is if you're lighter complexion. This one. We're gonna start with lifting your eye. So apply that shadow under your brow where the arch starts and blend outwards. I'm using a small fluffy brush, but a flat shadow brush will do just fine. Same shade will be applied onto the inner tear duct. It should look something like this before we start adding dimension. Gold warm brown tones is the color palette for soft glam makeup, so that's what I'm applying on my eyelid, but lighter champagne colors also work beautifully. I go a little higher because I have hooded eyelids. I wasn't sure if the camera was picking up, so we're getting a little closer. Grab your fluffy blending brush. Use a warm brown in your crease, otherwise known as your transition color. This helps marry your eyeshadow together so it doesn't look choppy. Don't forget the outer V. I'm applying light pressure using circular motions and blending outwards because I want my eyeshadow to look faded out, which looks very beautiful with lashes. Use a small dome brush, applying that same transition color under the eye towards the end of your brow bone. Go ahead and clean up that outer part of your eyeshadow with a little bit of setting powder. That little tweak makes your makeup look like it was professionally done. If you have big, beautiful eyes, use a dark brown or black eyeliner in your waterline. I'm the opposite, so I use, or you'll see here, I'm going to use a light nude shade to open up my eyes. I'm applying 1 coat of mascara because I'm wearing lashes for this look. If you're not, go ahead and apply 2 coats. When I used to do makeup on models for runway, I found that applying mascara on the bottom lashes is way more efficient using a painting motion vertically instead of the horizontal back and forth sweep. So now that is how I apply mascara on myself. It's coming all together. I forgot to fill in my brows. I gelled them down earlier, but I forgot to fill them in, so that's what I'm doing. Like I said earlier, you can just stick to mascara or apply lashes like I am. I'm going to finish the other side off camera and I'll be right back. I'm going to dust on some pressed powder on my skin. That's why I'm using a tissue to absorb some oil. Okay, dust this on lightly, like barely touching your face. This will give you a blurred, finished look. When you set this in with setting spray and everything melts into the skin, friend, you will take selfies all day. I'm adding finishing touches because I actually am taking photos after this. Okay, you know the color theme is warm, nude, brown tones, so apply a lip pencil in that shade range. I like to apply lip gloss before lipstick. The lipstick glides on better. That's it. If you like to apply lipstick then lip gloss, not a problem. I'm just getting excited. Please comment below if you actually followed this tutorial or if it helped in any way so I know, because that's the whole point of this YouTube channel. Time to wrap it up with some setting spray and pose, pose, pose. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. As always, stay fabulous.